Hey guys, it's Hyper again, and I'm back to give you a special video, and this is for the Halloween Update 2021. It just came out today, and we have a few new things to show you. The first of which being, I think you're going to notice right away from the thumbnail, also is the weapon rack, and this is super cool. Let me show you it. So the weapon rack allows you to store your weapons and organize them in a way that actually looks good. And it allows you to keep them separate from all your other stuff, so you don't have to open a crate and rotate the weapons and find a place they'll fit. You just put them in the rack and you're good to go. So you just have the weapon in your hands and you just place it in the spot on the rack you want to put it in, and it hangs out there. And you can see it fits pretty much everything. As long as it's not a pistol and it's a firearm, it'll go in a weapon rack. You can't place melee weapons in there or anything like that, but yeah, like I said, rifle length firearms. Let's take my shotgun back really quick, and I'm going to show you something really quick. You can lock it. I know it looks open, and somebody could just come by and grab your stuff, but yeah, just come and put a lock on it, and it is your own little weapon rack that nobody can touch. And you'll notice that the detail they add is this little metal wire going across to make it look like it's kind of being sold in a gun shop or something like that. I think that's really cool. It looks really nice. So that's the weapon rack. Definitely going to use this in my base. I think it's awesome. The next thing you might notice is these weapons. These are super cool, and people have been asking for this for a while, but you're going to notice that they have blood spatter on them. Now, when you use weapons in SCUM now, if you kill like a puppet or a player, your weapon will get blood splatter on it. Now, let me show you a better view of this really quick. Yeah, look at that. Look at that blood splatter right there. It's crazy looking, right? It's a completely different look from like the standard just, metallic, boring thing, right? And I think a small detail like this adds so much to the game. You feel way more immersed if you use your weapon and it gets bloodied as you're using it, especially with melee weapons like axes and knives and stuff. Super welcome addition. I think it's really cool, and it's very fitting for, Halloween, You have that spooky and scary and, aesthetic, I guess is the word. I think it's really cool. Now the next thing you're going to notice as well is this big old bag of salt. There's this huge bag of salt, and then this thing right here that looks like a snowball, which is actually a single salt grain. Look at that salt grain. It's crazy, right? Let me take this into my hands really quick. Look at the size of this thing. And you can eat it, but it's going to give you food repulsion. Actually, no, I don't think it gave me food repulsion. Interesting. Well, you're eating a giant grain of salt, so there you go. You hold it weird, but yeah, you could use this salt to do something really cool that they added to the game. Now, we are going to just put this back down for a second, and I'll show you this. Here's this big old salt bag. Now, I know what you're thinking. This thing is huge, because it is. It's a massive big old salt bag, and you can't even place it in like an assault pack, so you can't really carry it too far either. What you can do is carry it on your shoulder, and you can also do this. Take out sea salt. And look what it does. It gives you however many uses. Every use will drop a 100% full sea salt box that you can put in your inventory. Now, the best part about this is people are saying, well, meat spoils super quick, which it does in SCUM. Meat does not last very long at all. Get it, it's survival, but it can be brutal, right? Now here's something to alleviate that. You can take your salt and select a piece of meat and right-click it, and you can craft a salted steak. Now, supposedly what this will do is it'll make the steak last much longer. It doesn't really look any different, but you'll notice it goes down from 10 uses down to 1. Now, I think you can cook this, because if you check the taste, you'll notice it still says raw, and if you check taste, or if you eat it, it's going to say it tastes funny. So, I don't know, maybe you leave it in your inventory for a while. Maybe over time it will become like jerky or like cured meat. Or maybe you just cook it. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some more testing and I'll get back to you guys. But I just think this is super cool. Even if all it does is keeps it from spoiling, that's just awesome. Oh, wow, and that's what you should notice as well, is it doesn't turn 10 uses into 1, it just gives you 1 salted deer steak, right? So it took 1 use off of this deer steak and gave me 1 salted deer steak. I think that's super cool. And we'll try and cook one of these later and eat it and see how that goes. But anyways, guys, that's everything I have to show you for now. I mean, that's the SCUM Halloween update for 2021. Very cool stuff they added, things that I think the game really needed, and even though it's a small update, I think it was worthy of its own little thing. Now, in-game, supposed to see some fog, depending on your weather settings, right? I haven't seen it yet, but apparently the fog is going to be just like last year, where it was kind of spooky, you couldn't see very far. I thought it was super cool. I don't know why people were complaining about it. I thought it was amazing for a Halloween update, but I'm hoping to see the fog again. They nerfed it this year, so now you can only get fog when it actually appears naturally in-game, right? Which is kind of depressing, kind of sad to me. I thought the fog was awesome. You know, it's only for a few days, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll see some fog and post some video and footage up from my own server. But yeah, this is all the new content they added in the Halloween update. I think it's really cool. Over here, you're going to notice that I am in a new POI, and this is in Z2. You can see it all the way from the map. It's quite large. But I'm going to explore this in my next video coming up real quick. It's the brand new POI that actually launched this morning with this update. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Look at my other videos. Give me feedback on what you want to see on this channel. Tell me what you thought. And I will see you next time. Peace.